All right, let's check out the Aurora real estate market update year over year. So a year ago in March 21 in Aurora, we had 315 new listings come to market, 188 sales through the month, and 160 active listings, which carried over into April 21. February 22, we had 218 new listings come to market, 128 sales through the month, 108 active listings, and active listings essentially are what didn't sell and they do carry over into the next month. March 22, we had 284 new listings come to market, 133 sales, and 145 active listings, which carried over into April. So this is a trend that we've been seeing across the GTA, is that there's more listings coming out on the market, as you can see from February to March, but the sales stayed relatively the same. They actually stayed fairly close. Now there are certain markets like, maybe Uxbridge or Durham region actually is still very, very hot market, hotter than what it is in York region. But for the most part across York region, GTA in general, we're seeing that the market has slowed. I still wouldn't say it's a slow market, but definitely the market, there's a lot more inventory out there and there's a lot more properties for buyers to go through. So we had 145 active listings, which carried over into April. I may have mentioned that already. We're looking at the money. March 21, we had $1,296,000 was the average sale price in Aurora across all home types. That climbed to $1,633,000 in February 22, currently trending at $1,614,000. Now, we have seen this across the GTA where we did see a slight decline in the average sale price. It is kind of normal as we see interest rates. I mean, as long as mortgages have been a thing, there's, as interest rates go up, house prices tend to go down. There's graphs showing this. And so as interest rates go down, house prices go up. So this is actually not too shocking. That combined also with just the amount of inventory that's hanging around on the market right now, there's more competition out there for houses. When there's only, a handful of houses in a certain subdivision for people to look at, as opposed to, now it might be 20, 30, 40, it makes a big difference. And so it's just basic supply and demand. If we're looking at the SNLR, which is known as the sales to new listings ratio, also known as the absorption rate, it tells us out of the homes coming on the market each month, what's the percentage that are actually selling. So a year ago, 59.7% of the homes that came on the market in Aurora sold in March, 58.7 February 22, and currently trending at 46.8. So if you want to know what's a buyer's market, what's a seller's market, currently at a 46.8% in Aurora, that would be indicative of a buyer's market, which is telling us that there is more supply than there is demand. But again, it's a little bit deceiving in the numbers because the demand has actually stayed about the same. With the amount of new listings coming out, just the buyer sales have not followed suit, right? Months of inventory remaining tells us if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying or the current rate of consumption, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? So 0.9 a year ago, 0.8 in February, and currently trending at 1.1. So we're seeing those inventory levels come up corresponding to that, we're seeing the absorption rate go down. So it does show in effect that the market has cooled a little bit. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling 106.8% of asking in March 21, homes selling at 115.1 in February 22, and currently trending at 110.8. And to get a home sold, we had 9 a year ago, 8 in February, currently trending at 8. If you have any questions about how the information here would pertain to your Aurora home, or just any questions in general, or if you're considering making a change this year, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to take your questions.